I'm Kristin Holman, and I had gastric bypass with Dr. Wynn in December of 2019. Bariatric surgery was really something that I had never considered before, but I had always been overweight. My whole life I was always the biggest girl in my class, no matter what I did. I always played softball, rode horses, was active, but still I just always felt like my body was working against me. So when I joined Northeast Georgia out of college, I got really close with the people in my department, and somebody that I knew on my team had actually just gone through the process with Dr. Wynn and had amazing things to say about him. To start the process, you go through kind of an orientation, and you can do that in person or virtually. I watched his virtually, and he explains all of the different options that you have when looking at medical weight loss. And I walked out of that presentation thinking that the sleeve was going to be for me. It didn't sound quite as scary as a bypass where you're significantly reducing the size of your stomach and also changing the way that you absorb food. But when I met Dr. Wynn, talked about my goals, goals of really being able to get the weight off. I was over 400 pounds, so I had a long way to go. But I haven't had kids yet either, so I wanted my body to be in the best shape it could be to have kids one day. And he said that bypass was going to be the best option for me to get the weight off and then to keep it off. So one of the things about the overall weight loss process was I was concerned about how you even get to the operating room. And one of the things that Dr. Wynn stressed to me was creating that support group around you beforehand. Our insurance requires a 6-month prep process before you ever get to the OR. And with that, that included monthly support group meetings. Now they have an option to do that virtually, so super convenient. From there, they talked about weightlifting classes, and weightlifting classes where you can do it from a chair and they meet you where you are no matter what physical point you're at, which I think is so cool. Weightlifting, yoga classes, and they did cooking classes as well, talking about how to make it work for you, how your new life is going to change after you have the surgery, how to eat afterwards. So one of my biggest pieces of advice for anybody that is about to start their process headed towards weight loss surgery is to really take however long your insurance or your surgeon requires, whether it's 3 months, 6 months, or a year, to really think about and dig into your whys, your why you want to have the surgery and what led you to even considering it. One thing that I really wanted to do was figure out healthy coping mechanisms. I was an emotional eater. I wanted to eat when I was happy, when I was sad, and everything in between. But I realized that going through this surgery, that wasn't going to be an option for me anymore. So reaching out to things like the Employee Assistance Program, or reaching out to maybe talk through some of the things that led you to this point, and thinking through different lifestyle changes. So since post-op, I have been able to do so many incredible things that I never thought I was going to be able to do. Actually, my first appointment with Dr. Wynn, I brought him a list of what I had called reasons to have the surgery. And essentially it was my bucket list of things that I wanted to accomplish afterwards that I knew I would be able to after I got the weight off. So one thing I've fallen in love with is working out. I am one of those people that is up at 4:30 every morning, and I go to Fit Body Boot Camp to the 5:30 class 5 days a week, no doubt. Whereas before I had to modify every single exercise, I can do just about anything I want to now. And it's incredible to watch what my body can do now that we've gotten this weight off. I can do burpees now, which is so cool to me still to this day. One of the top things on that bucket list that I gave Dr. Wynn was being able to skydive. And I did that with 2 of my best friends from college this past August. And that was incredible. That was such a freeing moment. And the biggest thing is I have never liked people telling me no, people telling me that I can't do something. You can't go skydive because of your weight. You can't ride a roller coaster because of your weight. And I think that's the biggest thing that I get to enjoy now is that people don't get to tell me no. I can go do whatever I want to do, and I'm physically fit enough to be able to enjoy life to the fullest.